When nobody is watching, what are you doing? Are you working like somebody is always watching you? Are you working like you told yourself you was going to? Are you dotting every T and crossing every I? Even in a long jury day, are you doing what you're supposed to do? You have to move and do the things that you told yourself you was going to do. You have to fulfill your promises that you kept to yourself. Just because nobody's looking at you right now, that doesn't mean that you get to throw in the towel. That doesn't mean that you get to take a break and take a rest and throw it all away right now. No. Move like somebody's constantly watching you. Move like your life is like the Truman Show. Some of y'all might actually be way too young to understand what that even means, but essentially, the Truman Show, this man's life, he didn't know his entire life. He was living on a set. And they seen every little thing that that man did. You need to be moving in a way like that to where it's like you sitting there watching a movie and you telling them, oh, you need to go this way, you need to go that way. Don't do that. Why can't you do this? Stick to what you said you was going to do. Live your life like somebody's watching you constantly. And I mean, at the end of the day, somebody really is. Well, not somebody, but Jesus Christ, the Lord Almighty, is always watching and waiting to see what you're doing with your time. He's gonna throw little signs at you every now and then, like, okay, I put this in you, I put this fire in your belly. What are we doing with it? What are we doing with it? You gotta do something with it. You can't just sit there and procrastinate all the time. You can't just sit there and hold yourself back. That you versus you is so real. You versus you is so real. That's why you have to work like you are being watched all the time. Keep your integrity to yourself. You sit there, you made this promise, you made that promise. Keep it. Keep it. Yeah, I know, you're tired. I'm tired. I'm physically, emotionally, mentally, I'm tired. But the work still must get done. The work still must get done, no matter what. No matter how much I want to just be like, you know what, I don't care to do this anymore. And the thing is, I just seen this quote and it was like, winners continue. Don't know. He said, don't let the fact that your last video only gave you 12 views make you quit. If you continue on, you will be a part of the winners pack. And winners continue to do what they need to do. I mean, he was talking about YouTube, so he was saying, winners constantly create, make videos and do what they're supposed to do. And one day it will just be like nothing. Time will fly so fast because you're doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. I don't know what it is about my birthday month. Like every time it comes around, it makes me think a little bit deeper and really sit there and assess my life and really be on some, wow. First of all, I'm truly grateful for everything. Second of all, I see what it is that I lack and how I need to do better and how I need to continue to shape my life. Why not? Well, I'm sitting here talking in this mic and this thing ain't even plugged in. So hold on. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. You hear me the entire time, but if not, I might have to cut that out. But if I don't, then here we are. Yeah, just work like somebody is constantly watching you all the time, because it's going to get to a point where it's like, well, I done did this, and this. I think it's time to take a break. I think I can let my foot up off the gas for right now. And I'm telling you, it's going to be in those moments where you're passing up your opportunities to do better, to be better, to achieve greatness. You delaying your progress because you're not working like you said you was going to on some. You're not keeping your promises to yourself. Whenever it gets late and you just want to pig out and watch Netflix all night. Or you want to sit there and doom scroll on YouTube. I can't lie. It happens to the best of us. I do it every now and then. Shoot, before I even sat here and actually made this video, trying to get my thoughts together, I'm sitting here watching the charts, marking up the stuff that happened today. I hit a little doom scroll on YouTube because YouTube is my social media. I don't, I be on Instagram. I need to do better with my Instagram, but I don't really be on that kind of stuff like that no more because I have been so much more into feeding my brain. And even all day, listening to podcasts and every other thing I do, whenever I get a moment, yeah, I do like to have a little doom scroll, a little brain rot for a second. But I literally had to catch myself. And it was literally one of the quotes that I just said when he was talking about, don't let that discourage you. Because I'm not gonna lie, even looking at my YouTube, and I tell you all the time, it's not about the numbers, it's not about the numbers, but it shows. And that's even like in trading, it's not always about the profit. It's not always about the profit. It's about making sure that I executed and making sure that I followed my plans and did what I needed to do. But you can't help but to see the numbers there. You can't help but to see the numbers grow. You can't help but to see the numbers shrink. And it gets like that. And it gets to a point where you're like, I just need a second. And that second turns to hours. That hours turns to days. Days to weeks, to months, to years. And you've blinked and you've wasted time. Just because it was so much easier and so much more comfortable just to let it go. Just to let it fall by the wayside because you was tired or because you got too much on your plate. My mom preached on Sunday and she was saying, like, stop saying it's not enough time in a day. It is. Demand your day. Get up. Command it. Do what you need to do. Get stuff done early so you can actually have the time freedom to yourself. So you can actually have the time to do the things that you really want to do. Work like somebody is always watching you. That's really all I got for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If I cut that piece out, I did. If I didn't, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's 11 o'clock, and I was supposed to be in the bed at 9. But yet here we are, because things have to get done. I need to continue to work in the wee hours of the night and do what I need to do. Even if it might throw off my schedule for a night or two, oh well. It's worth it in the end. It's worth it in the end. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I know my outcome is going to be greater. Because everything that I'm sowing into this ground, everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm sowing into myself, trying to be better for myself, for my family, be better, and hoping that I'm pleasing in the eyes of God. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. That's literally all I'm trying to do. So figure out what it is that you really need to do and really need to accomplish, and work like you are being watched. Work like you are literally the main character of your story. If you are watching something and the main character does something that you disapprove of, you get such an attitude. Take that same scope and apply it to yourself. That's all I got for y'all, for real, man. Troop shot to y'all. I appreciate y'all for stopping by, watching the kid, giving all the YouTube love. Go ahead and share this out, tell your friends. Go ahead and hit that sub button. Y'all need to hit that sub button. Tell your friends, and tell a friend. I hope that some part of this message left a little bit of nugget in you, and you took it and ran with it, and deciphered it for whatever you needed it to be. So that's all I got for y'all, man. More blessing, less stressing. More blessings, less stressing. All licks 26. It's your girl TP Tab. I'm out.